Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Who Are You podcast. Welcome to episode 199 of the Who Are You podcast. If this is your first time checking us out, welcome. Thank you for checking us out. Make sure you guys leave a like, a subscribe, a follow on all of our social media. It's going to be at Who Are You pod from everything from Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, the YouTube channel as well. For everybody who's been checking us out, like I said, thank you so much. We actually had one of our biggest videos go off on this past 2 weeks. So guys, keep showing the love, keep subscribing. It helps us get amazing guests like we are sitting with today. But if you guys are new here, I'm Connor Overbay. That's my wife, Shannon Overbay. And we have an amazing guest today, Prince Cunningham, my man. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome. I'm saying welcome. Thank you for having me.
Of course, man. And it was cool. We reached out. We kind of saw each other on social media here and there, and we have a kind of a bunch of people that we pretty much know through doing everything that we do outside of the podcast here. Yeah. So before we get started, please let everybody know where they can follow you on social media, where they can find Fun on the Fairway, everything you would like to promote here, my man.
Okay, so my name is Prince, of course. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Prince Samuel. And also, we're throwing one of the greatest golf events in the history of mankind. You can follow that at Fun on the Fairway. May 3rd, Sunday, 5 to 9 p.m.
Yes, sir. And I saw that on your socials. I saw it got posted like 20 minutes ago, right?
Yeah.
So I guess let's get started with Fun on the Fairway. So tell me everything about it. Obviously, there's a lot more to you than just the golf side, but with that coming up here, I would love to make that a focal point. So please explain to everybody what Fun on the Fairway is, what people can expect if they, go to your event and all that stuff.
Yeah. So Fun on the Fairway is just kind of my way of making golf cool. If I'm going to be honest with you, I started playing when I was 8. At that point, all of my friends used to, I'm not going to say pick, you know how we josh around.
Of course.
They were going to like MMA or what is it?
Oh, like jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu, but also what's the other one? Like Tiny Mike, Mighty Mike football. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pee-wee football. They're going to football practice. I'm going to the golf course. And they're like, bro, what are you doing? But fast forward, get a little older. And now everyone's kind of like, bro, show me how to golf.
They're in the wave now.
So, and honestly, golf's just changed my life, man. It's got me through college. It's got me across the world, honestly. I played a little professional coming out of school, so put me in rooms, meeting people that I never would have met without it. So I just want to be able to provide that same opportunity to everyone else. So
I totally understand, man. And obviously from what I've been seeing, it's blown up. I've been seeing your events. Everybody's popping up there and getting to learn the game of golf, right? Like for me, for example, I didn't start playing golf until I was 22, 23.
That's normal.
And the only way I really got into it back in the day, I used to do pest control. So I would take care of rental homes and all that kind of stuff. And got to one where they had left a bag of Callaway golf clubs, full bag, like literally, some nice cavity backs. And my buddies had just kind of gotten into it. They were going out on the weekends and playing. And I was like, dang, I really want to go. But for something that I had never played before, I didn't want to spend a lot of money on, buying a full set of clubs. And obviously knowing what I know now, you can go to secondhand stores.
Play it again sports, bro.
Exactly. And I found that bag. I called the rental company. They said, hey, you can actually have that bag. We're not going to take it. It was just going to get thrown away anyways. And ever since then, probably about 2 or 3 rounds in, I've been bit ever since then and had gone out, and she even got interested in it as well. She's like, you're going out with your friends on the weekends and I'm being by myself sometimes?
Well, I have like an obsession with golf carts. Yeah. So I've always wanted one. And then he started playing golf. I was like, I want to at least come just drive the golf cart. He's like, they're not going to let you do that. So naturally, I'm going to start playing.
Yeah, I like to hear that.
And it was a fun way for us to bond as well because like me and her are pretty much attached to the hip, being together for going on 10 years now. And it's just, I tell people, for people who are not interested in golf nowadays, what can you go pay, depending on where you go and play, obviously, $60 to $100 that's going to keep your attention and keep you interested in something for 4+ hours. Yeah. It's kind of hard nowadays with how expensive a lot of things have gotten. And, a lot of people think golf, rich sport, and all that stuff.
Not at all.
Exactly.
Not at all. I learned to play golf at the First Tee, Brentwood.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a kid, I think you could pay $100 for the year.
Wow.
And unlimited golf.
Really?
It's a great program.
That's sick.
It's a great program for kids. So
and what age is that usually through?
I think it starts at 5, bro.
But
8 all the way up to 18. Granted, that was like 15 plus years ago.
I understand.
Maybe it's changed, but
It's a solid way of getting people started, at least. So you did bring up the fact that you actually played professional golf, right? So were you on like the Corn Ferry, or like what was kind of that process?
Okay, so coming out of school, there was a tour. So the PGA Tour, they're having this initiative. They're looking for basically just bringing more minorities to the game, or to the tour,
Yeah.
per se, right? So they created, it's a partnership with someone called the APGA Tour.
Okay.
They do the top 5 minority golfers in the country, put it on a listing, you get inside that rank, and then they end up sponsoring for the year. So you get access to play the nicest courses, some of the nicest tournaments. All in all, the sponsorship kind of adds up to about $100,000, bro. Granted,
Wow.
that's not money in your pocket, but you're able to, benefit from it, of course. So during that 8 months, best believe I flew the nicest Delta flights, stayed in the nicest hotels, and I was a member at Marsh Landing. Like,
Were you?
Really nice, yeah, really nice.
Nice.
Courses, so definitely took a effect of it. Played in Q School. Are you familiar with that process? So played up in Q School. That was played up in Alabama.
Okay.
So, Robert Trent Jones course, but all in all, obviously I didn't make it because I'm right here right now. But
I think you're doing well still.
But I had a great time. Phenomenal, man. Once in a lifetime experience. So.
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I talk about sports a lot on here. We also run a sports podcast outside of the Who Are You, but I feel like just sports just have that thing that can bring people together, right?
Of course.
Like golf, no one expects everybody to be a professional when you first come out there. And to be honest, being an athlete myself growing up, this has probably been the most challenging sport I've ever played. I played football, I played basketball, nowhere near going to the pros or anything, but a decent level of that. I couldn't imagine going out there with the nerves and, people in front of you. It's just like that first tee when they call your name. They're like, Connor Overbay to the first tee, and you have to tee off in front of those people. I would so top it, and it would just go 10 yards. It would throw me off so hard.
Man, first tee jitters is real. It's a feeling that, of course, you're excited to play, but it's just like first tee shot, I normally would never hit driver. I just go like a long iron off the tee.
Smart.
3 wood, just something to get me in play, and then I'm good after that. That's kind of...
No, that's understandable, man. It's just one of those things. So when it comes to, obviously, sounds like you played many courses, obviously, throughout your time.
Yeah.
Here in Jacksonville, what would you say is your personal favorite course here in Jax?
Amelia National. So
really? Okay.
I guess would we consider this Jacksonville? Would we consider it?
Yeah, I would still consider
Amelia
that.
National for sure. And then a really fun course. I like Marsh Landing.
Yeah, Marsh Landing's beautiful.
I do like Marsh Landing. Anywhere that I can play for free is my favorite course.
I like that. I like that.
Let's say that.
And do you live on a course like now yourself?
No, I'm over on the south side, like Mandarin area.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah,
not too far from here. I play a lot at the Yards right now, and Fleming Island. Honestly,
Fleming Island. Pardon me.
Fine.
Fleming Island is it used to be Southampton. When Southampton was really well groomed and taken care of, that was one of my top courses for bang for your buck.
Yeah.
And then I discovered Fleming Island and Eagle Landing as well. Those are kind of my 2 top courses. If I'm trying to, Fleming's not too terribly expensive. Eagle Landing's a little bit more closer to that $100 range whenever you go play. But sooner or later, after playing for so long and you've seen so many different kinds of courses where you go to just the normal municipals where, grass isn't cut, the greens are a little furry, so you have to really slap that thing to make it way. But no, I've really enjoyed Fleming Island. We went there for my birthday round this year, didn't we, Love?
I thought we went to Eagle Landing.
It was Eagle Landing. You're right. Sorry, but no, it's just, and that's the cool thing about living here in Florida is golf is just everywhere.
It is.
You can go anywhere you want to play,
and it's accessible too. I spent some time in Atlanta, and almost every golf course up there is private. So it's
it really?
Yes, it's probably like 10. I'd say 7 to 10 public courses, but they're always very busy. Like you can't get on. So
Atlanta's a busy place, so I guess that does make sense.
It is.
So let's get in a little bit of your background, by the way. Okay. So we were talking a little bit before the show. You're from Jacksonville.
I am.
Born and raised, grew up here. Mm-hmm. So what was Prince like as a young man? Obviously, you said you picked up the golf club at 8 years old, but were there other interests? Were you more like scholastic as well as golf? Or were you more into all kinds of different sports? Kind of like, who were you as you were growing up?
Okay. On a side note, guys, I would just like to say when I first walked in here, Shannon knew some things about me that I didn't even know about myself. So I just want to tell you, they are thoroughly prepared, okay? Let me make sure I know this stuff about myself.
Oh, man. I didn't do that big of a deep dive. It was just the one topic.
No, I'm joking. Yeah. But a little bit about myself. So, believe it or not, my first sport I played was baseball, man.
Oh, nice.
It lasted for about a week, though. So
yeah.
Went out there. I lost the ball up in the sun, came down, hit me in the head.
Yep.
Came home, said, "Hey, Dad, let's pick something else."
That's a wrap.
Yeah, this one's not it. What else? Well,
you're fine. Okay. I guess more just like about, so like, what was your family life like? You know, mom and dad, are they, as someone as yourself, were they similar to how you are, or did you kind of like break a mold, or how?
So mom and dad, I would say my dad, he plays no sports whatsoever. He's more so he's a very chill, quiet guy. So I feel like I'm total opposite of him, but still very similar. Like I was telling you guys, I'm the only child, so at some points I kind of I just don't like to talk once I talk my battery out. Mom, she's from here, born and raised. I love you. You're amazing. Without them, I wouldn't be here, right? My mom was very strict on me about school growing up. Dad was more so kind of, let's golf. I'll never forget when I started playing when I was 8 or 9. I was begging him to play for probably like 3 months before he got me a set. And he was like, "Prince, if I buy these clubs,
you're playing.
You're not quitting."
Yep.
And stuck true to his word. Like I would come home from school and it would be a bucket of balls, my clubs, and then I had like a little net. And I had to hit all of those balls every night.
Nice.
Like I'd do my homework, then hit those balls. That was my job. So
nice.
Yeah, man.
And what was like? Where'd you go to middle school? Where'd you go to high school? All that stuff.
Mandarin Oaks was my elementary school. Went to Mandarin Middle. High school I went to Darnell Cookman, but I played golf at Mandarin High.
Yeah,
we didn't have a sports team there. So.
I mean, Darnell Cookman is a very high academic school. It's one of those top schools, if not one of the top school in Jacksonville, if I remember. My
graduating class had 60 people.
Wow.
It's very small. Also very diverse. That's where I found. So before I went to high school, like, of course, we've all had like Asian food and stuff like that. But, bro, I literally found my love for all different. They used to bring dim sum to school, and oh my gosh, I love Darnell. I love my classmates. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I say I went to Sandwood High School, and very diverse itself as well. Public school, so we had like 1,000 kids graduate whenever I did.
Yeah,
but it was like that as well. And
reunions coming up. You guys 10-year reunions?
No, I'm not doing it.
I probably will not go to my college or to my high school reunion personally. Sandwood has a reputation.
Yeah,
I guess is the best way for me to say about it. Unfortunately, a lot of the class maybe are not here anymore or got in trouble and all that kind of stuff. But there's still people that I still know to this day, follow on social media, keep up with, who are doing amazing things. Yeah. I just don't have that personal calling myself to go back to the high school reunion. But with everybody that I graduate with, I hope you're all doing well. And
shout out to y'all.
And I'm sure there's people who are looking like, Connor does this now? I was a completely different person. I've grown up a lot and worked and done different things compared to what I was like at that time. I thought I was, 6 foot, bulletproof, and knew everything. Yeah. And then it got older and life kind of slaps you in the face and you're like, oh, I still need to be humbled. And life is humbled very much so, but still very grateful for everything I have.
Yeah.
I personally, I grew up in Ohio, but I did graduate in Tampa.
Okay. So
I was only there for 1 year. So if I were to go to a reunion, I would prefer to go to my high school in Ohio.
Of course.
But yeah, I'm not going to go to the one in Tampa.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just kind of how stuff goes.
What about you though?
I feel kind of inclined. Like I said, it was only 60 of us. So
understandable.
The relationship's a little different. I definitely want to see people that have kids or got married, just how everyone looks. So,
and I think that's the cool thing about social media as well. Obviously, Facebook's been around forever now, and we were pretty much the first generation really growing up with social media in our pockets, on our hands. Like I remember the days of what were those, the Sidekick phones? You remember those Blackberries and all that? And then I tell my brother this, and he probably thinks I'm a dinosaur. I have my parents divorced when I was young, and then both remarried, and I have a brother who's 10 years younger than me. So it's cool to see how things have changed a little bit, what he's worried about, and seeing seeing how he is at that age, where my parents probably looked at me the same way, like, what are you doing? what do you got going on? But it's interesting just to see how things have changed. Slang is different, like how the kids talk to each other, what they're interested in. Like, some people are really into sports, some people are in more the computer sciences. It's just, and a lot of kids are a lot more focused on their academics than maybe my generation was growing up.
Yeah. I would feel like, honestly, school's probably way easier now with AI. Just being honest.
100%.
Yeah, ChatGPT really. I'm grateful that it came out so late in my academic. Because, man, if it came out when I first started Chiro school, oh my gosh, man. But yeah, the kids are something else, man.
They are.
I can't keep up with it. I know I'm only 28, but
it's what happens. It's what our parents go through, and we're just getting to that age now where we're the next generation in line to be the next leaders of the world. We're coming in and doing our things. And you brought up Chiro school, so what made you choose to practice that? By the way, because that's obviously very specialized with everything. What made you choose that over any other type of medicine or anything else?
Okay, since we're here, I'll give you guys the longer story.
Go right ahead.
Alrighty, cool. So, when I was 18, I got super sick, bro. Granted, I was still at FAMU at this time, so this was like the summer, my freshman year summer. I got really sick. I ended up going to every doctor under the sun, man. Went to the Mayo Clinic, had every test, every possible reading, right? And everything just kept coming back somewhat normal. So they ended up prescribing me pills that I was reading the side effects. One, they still didn't know what was wrong with me. So but they were giving me prescription medication anyway, and I was reading the side effects, and one of them was infertility. And I'm like, bro, I'm 18.
Whoa. Yeah.
So I stopped taking it. And then I just kind of did my own research, ended up finding a herbologist. You guys, okay.
Yeah.
Found a herbologist in Jacksonville, and he looked at my blood work, analyzed kind of just myself as a person. So he changed my diet completely, which was really the biggest part. Changed my diet completely. Gave me a bunch of different supplements to take, whether it be minerals or herbal teas and things like that. And then a detox. And I would say probably within like a 6-month period, it changed the course of my entire life.
Really?
Yeah. So that kind of first implemented I got to find something more on the natural side, right? It's nothing wrong with traditional medicine, right? I'm sorry, not traditional medicine. What do we call this? Western medicine. There's nothing wrong with it. But, I think there's ebbs and flows to it. So that was the first thing, planted the seed. And then fast forward, I'd say I'm 22 now, just graduated school. Now I'm currently playing in that sponsorship period. So I'm playing pro golf, living my life. I'm kind of where you are when you're saying the world can tell me anything, right? I started playing golf when I was 8. My whole life I wanted to be a pro golfer. I'm now a pro golfer, traveling, playing for free. Really, I'm getting paid to play golf. So one morning, it was probably like 7 a.m. driving to practice golf. And I was actually right outside of Marsh Landing.
Okay.
You're taking 95 and you can take that exit to go. Okay, so I'm right in there. Stop and go traffic. The guy behind me is, I slammed on the brakes as the car in front of me stopped. The guy behind me is texting, so he's not seeing what's going on. And I'm looking in my mirror and I see him coming. I'm like, yeah, I'm cooked. Guy ran into me going like 65 and I'm going 0. So that kind of changed the course of everything, man.
Of course.
Definitely wasn't able to golf. I wasn't it. God is amazing. I wasn't crazy injured. I just wasn't able to golf or just kind of go about my life on a physical aspect. So put the clubs up, ended up going to the chiropractor that I'm currently working at now. He took care of me at McGowan's. And he just kind of put me under his wing, man, showed me his life and just showed me another side of or just a different avenue I could take. So saw it, fell in love with it. And then I decided to put the clubs down. I moved to Atlanta probably like 6 months later and started Chiro school, and I was up there for the last 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. Obviously, sorry to hear about the car accident, obviously.
It's all God's timing.
Say she actually went through 2 similar situations as that. And with her, she had a car accident, one where she was at a dead stop. Someone going 45 just ran right into the back of her. Then, got insurance, got that taken care of, got a new car from it because it totaled her first car. I feel like if that Toyota didn't get killed, that thing would have survived. It's just probably still to this day.
Oh, absolutely.
And she has this new car, and she's less than a mile down the road from here. Car pulls out in front of her as she's going across a light, and she didn't have time to stop. T-bones the guy. Both of her wrists shatter, and I get a phone call. Basically, she's trying to call me, and I hear people like, "Get out of the car! Get out of the car!" I'm like, "What is going on?" I hear her crying and screaming and everything. At that time, I was working in Orange Park. I broke a land speed record getting over here. But yeah, man, it's just those situations are just so scary. She still deals with neck pain and wrist pain, arthritis, all that stuff from those. And a lot of people think of like a car accident, like obviously serious, but a lot of people walk away from it. But you don't think about the lasting effects.
But a chiro truly is like a whole difference when you go and see one, and they're adjusting everything properly. And he was even doing like the red light laser therapy for my wrists and everything to heal faster. So
yeah, if you want testimonial for chiropractor, and that's the thing with me. I've never been cracked. I've never been adjusted or anything. Like growing up, people probably think I'm a little weirdo for this, but I'm not the biggest fan of someone I don't know touching me. Not like where I'd get violent or anything like that. Course, just more, it's just awkward, personal, I guess. Space. Yeah, personal space kind of thing. Like if I know you and like we've seen each other, I'll hug people. I love like people I know and love. That's no problem at all. But just for a random person that happened to be assigned to me that day touching me, I'm just like, it's not my favorite thing in the world, but it probably sounded like popcorn or something if you cracked my back. But no, it's a very interesting thing because with chiropractic, as you said, it's not Western medicine. It's different. And I'm personally a big believer of a pill is not going to fix you. That's of course. That's my personal opinion.
It's just a Band-Aid. You're just masking. The problem underlying is still there.
Absolutely.
And also people get, pain pills, right? Epidemic in like since what, the 80s, 90s, whatever it is, and it continues to this day. And someone takes it thinking like, oh, a doctor prescribed me this, it's fine, it's safe, I'm not going to get hurt. And then some people unfortunately get hooked on whatever medication that is, where they could have gone a more natural route as you're talking about and not have gone down that road. It's very common nowadays.
It is. And we're not going to go too far because granted, like I said, we do need Western medicine.
We do.
Some of it is phenomenal.
Do.
Like, if I ever get it, if I need a surgery, like a life-saving surgery, I'm here for it.
100%.
But if you look behind the curtain, a lot of these providers, they're actually getting paid. They get incentivized to prescribe medicines, right? So it's like a kickback, bro. Yeah, it's crazy if you really go down that rabbit hole, man.
Oh, yeah. And so when it comes to your schooling, I guess I've never really looked into chiropractic school or anything like that. So obviously you said 4 or 5 years. What is the process? Is it more just learning about the muscles? Obviously your structural system. What's the schooling like for something like that?
So the program's 3.5 years. I took it at a much slower pace just because it's very, I wasn't going to put myself through that, honestly. And we're all still very young. Like there's no rush in my head. So the process is, granted, tons of anatomy.
Of course.
I could tell you your bones top to bottom, man. Then, believe it or not, a lot of general medicine as well. So in the state of Florida, we're basically, what is the word? I lost my train of thought. In the state of Florida, we are officially providers. So like you would come off the street and not even, I could be like your primary care. You know what I mean? So, primary care physicians, that's the word.
Gotcha.
Chiropractic physicians. So, like, say, for instance, and the reason that is a lot of rural places, like, say, for instance, you're in Idaho. Nothing against Idaho. The population density for doctors in general is probably very low. So, I was in chiropractic school learning how to deliver a baby.
Oh, really?
How to do, gynecology exams.
Interesting.
Prostate exams, stuff like that. So just in case you do plan to move to Idaho and you're the only doctor around for maybe 100 square miles, you don't know what will walk through the door. So
that makes sense, though.
It's kind of that thing. So you have that going on. But mainly I'm responsible for any joint you have. I got you. any muscle, bone, shoulders, knees, toes, I got you.
That's really cool.
Yeah, man. So
yeah, man. With me, as I was telling you, like I was trying to go to nursing school and do all that stuff before COVID kind of happened. The human body really is just an amazing thing, because you got to think we're just a bunch of cells that are put together that happen to work together to keep us alive, and we have personalities and
of course
everything. And just to think about it, like if you're religious, like God made so many different things and everything works together as a well-oiled machine.
It does.
It's very, very interesting. And do you know who Wind Down Wednesday, Dr. Dom, Kalia, and all of them? Have you seen them by chance here in town?
You got to show it to me.
I got you. Yeah, more than happy to show you. He is a physical therapist and has helped create actually 3D printed shoes. Funny enough, to help people with back pain, or maybe like not trying to be funny, but a leg is shorter than the other, and kind of relieve that pain for people who maybe are flat footed. It helps actually like roll your foot more, so you're not putting as flat footed. I'll definitely show you their information, because I've loved talking to people who work in the medical industry, just because it's something I find interesting. Have a bunch of family members who are either nurses, nurse practitioners, and it's just interesting to hear you're a mechanic for a person. It's kind of a wild thing to
Pretty
think.
much, yeah.
You're fixing someone's, whether it's their back, any of their joints and everything.
I like to call myself a spinal engineer.
I like that.
That's kind of where I am with it. So.
Was there any parts of your schooling that you found a little bit more challenging than other parts, or anything that you may have struggled with going through that process?
I wouldn't necessarily say challenging. Something that I found very interesting and I kind of just nerded out on is the nervous system, the neurology behind it. Because if you think about it, bro, we're dealing directly with your spine, right? Your spinal cord is in your spine, and your spinal cord branches off to every muscle in your body, right? So just because you're having you could be having shooting pain going down to your fingers, but it's actually arriving from your neck, right? Just because the neck at the base of the nerve, they go all the way down. Yeah. Just something like that. Or if you got sciatica, you got pain shooting down your butt, it's actually coming from your lower back.
That's very painful. Yeah, with me growing up, because I've been 6'4", 6'3" since middle school. Wow. So I was just a generally tall guy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was cool and not the same way. At that time, I was just a heavy dude. I was like 230 pounds going into high school. Wow. So just a heavier, and not like in my legs, on my face. It was all like right here. Yeah. So I wasn't particularly the healthiest guy in the world. But like running around, your body has to catch up with how much you've grown. I would pull muscles all the time. Sciatica was really like, I didn't even know what that was. And then 8th grade, I would run and I would feel fine while I'm running. The next day, I would feel that down my leg, almost down to here. Jeez. And it was just not fun at all. But learning how to stretch, working with coaches and everything that showed you how to properly stretch so you're not literally killing your body on that. Yeah. I probably should have gone to a chiropractor at that young age just to help perform. And Shannon was an athlete herself as well.
What did you play?
I played, so growing up in Ohio, I did track and basketball. Okay. And then whenever I moved down here, my senior year of high school, I did flag football as well as basketball.
She's a champ.
Yeah, it's flag football, that's the best.
If our kids are athletic, it's not from me.
But my mom did actually start taking my sister and I to a chiropractor when we were younger, playing sports and stuff. I think it was like middle school time whenever I started going.
Yeah. Okay.
And is your family and anybody else in your family like in the medical field at all, or are they completely different?
My dad is a longshoreman, so he works on the port.
Nice.
And my mom, she is she's always been doing social work. So
really,
for the longest time growing up, she did. She worked with kids with disabilities.
Oh wow!
So I grew up going to group homes and like hanging out with kids my age, but just kind of from a different walk of life. But I loved it. It changed my whole perspective on life. And now she works at the health department, dealing kind of with the community and educating folks on.
That's really cool. Yeah, man, I love that. Two just completely different sides of it. That's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah, man.
And obviously they raised you well, and it seems like you had a pretty happy family and everything growing up, correct?
Yeah, pretty much, bro.
Yeah. Did you ever want a sibling?
If I'm going to be honest with you, I have 4 cousins that are all around my age.
Gotcha.
So it's like I was able to have siblings, but once I got ready to go, I could just go.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I get it, man.
That's where it is.
And we did bring up earlier that you went to FAMU.
I did. Go Rattlers.
That's right. Go Rattlers. Yeah. What made you choose to go to that college?
My mom went there.
Oh, okay.
So I always grew up going to like homecoming and stuff like that as a kid. And more importantly, man, they gave me a golf scholarship.
Ooh.
So
Did you get a full ride?
I just had to pay for just living. So academic.
Solid.
Hey, I'll take it, man.
Hey, buddy, I'd take that any day of the week.
Yeah. So played there. Funny story enough, when I got there, it was probably one of the worst schools in the country for golf.
Okay.
They had just lost their team maybe like 2 years ago. You need 5 people on the team for it to be a traveling golf team, right?
Okay.
I think we had 4 or 5.
Oh, wow.
So my freshman year, he brought in 5 freshmen. Those are my brothers for life. Love them.
Yeah.
But stayed there for 5 years. We got a COVID year.
Okay.
And just through that process, man, when I left, we ended up being I don't even remember the ranking, but we ended up going to the NCAA tournament. We won like 10 tournaments in total, and being one of the, like, just a powerhouse, bro. So granted, FAMU's kind of a lower level D1. We were playing against LSU, FSU, Florida.
That's sick.
Crazy stuff, man.
Yeah.
So it was just cool. And honestly, I feel like that's just a thing in life. It doesn't really matter where you start, but as long as you're consistent with it, man, you can really do some crazy things.
I respect it, man. And that's cool that you had that opportunity. It doesn't matter where you went to school. If you have an opportunity to get a free education,
of course,
and also get to go play a sport that you love, why not take that chance?
Of course.
I watch videos on TikTok and Instagram of people who are like, playing at D3 schools or going to JUCO route and then making it to that next level.
Hey, JUCO golf, bro, there are some killers out there, man. I think golf is one of those sports where I feel like it doesn't really matter the division because it's an individual sport. Granted, it's a team, cool, but everyone out there is really good. I think it just matters the opportunities you get as a kid. Golf is really expensive, like we all know, in some capacity. So, like, playing high school tournament golf, believe it or not, they don't really, most schools, D1s or just college in general, they don't look at high school golf. So, like, you could be say I was at Mandarin and I was a stud.
Yeah.
I won all my matches. They don't care about that. They look at, it's almost like basketball. It's like traveling.
Oh,
yeah. So you got to
okay.
play. So Florida Junior Tour, AJGA, which is American Junior Golf Association, stuff like that. You have to travel to those. So, like an AJGA event, when I was a kid, I think the entry fee was like $400 or $500.
Wow.
Then it may be in like Myrtle Beach, so you got to go get a hotel, bro. I don't come from money, so like,
I get you.
Yeah, we could not afford that. So I was blessed enough, man. At FAMU, my coach really took a chance on me. Most coaches, they want to see a resume of maybe like 15 to 20 tournaments. So just do the math. If one tournament, I'm saying, is like $1,000 on the short end to play at, they want to see 20 of those. And with that 20, you have to shoot good scores.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't put like I shot 81 on that.
I get you.
So you might have to throw that one off. You got to plan another one
Yep.
to shoot the 70 or the 60. So I was blessed enough, man. Coach Rice took a chance on me. I think on my resume, I probably had like 5 tournaments, bro.
Really?
And I just end up driving down to, they were playing a tournament, I think, in Daytona. So I just drove down, introduced myself, was like, hey, man, such and such. You just took a chance on me. So
Yeah.
that's it.
I mean, that's the way of doing it, man. If the closed mouth don't get fed,
Come on, I'm telling you.
that's the way of doing it. And it's cool that you took that chance to go out there and that's the thing I talk about life a lot of times is like, if you don't go for it and if you show, I'm sure you walking up to your coach and introducing yourself probably threw him off. He's like, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And just show that you're different than, say, someone who's trying to come in who may have the long resume but may not be the same person as you are.
Exactly.
That's really cool, man. We had someone on, what's Alex's last name? Alex Vandermonts or
Vandermuth?
something like that. He's playing on the Corn Ferry Tour and working towards getting his card, right?
Yeah.
And he is from South Africa, funny enough, and he plays here in Jax.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you can find his social media, Shan, or look up his episode with us, it was very interesting to hear how he had he got a is it a sponsor family or whatever here?
Yeah, host family.
Host family. Thank you. Yeah, he stayed here with them, and funny enough, the person he was like he was working with them. The father of the host family actually has his own golf brand. I'll have to look that up as well. But it's basically helping get females into golf. You know, help building that team, building that up. And he went everywhere from South Africa to, I think, Northern Africa, came to the United States.
Alex Vandermoten.
Yeah, go right ahead. Very cool guy. Very nice guy. He's a killer.
He's still in Jacksonville?
I believe he is. I'd have to see where he's at.
I got to follow him.
Yeah, man. Definitely do. Reach out. Very nice guy.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've spoken to him.
He's been like
very busy.
Yeah, like between training and like going out and playing, he's kind of all over the place. But super nice guy.
Alex, play some golf with me, man.
There you go.
Let's set this up.
Get a connection going.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
This is how it happens.
Yeah, man. Let him know. Let him know that you were here for the pod, and he's a great guy. So, what I guess when it comes to golf, right? For someone who's you would consider me a novice, right? I go out and play. I'm a weekend warrior. I guess
long
is more.
Have you been playing?
I've been playing for about 4 years.
What do you normally shoot?
Ooh. You don't want to know. It's a non-disclosed on the pod.
No, it's fine. I would probably say generally 110, to be 100% honest with you.
Bro, okay. So once you break 100, you're not a novice anymore. Like, bro, you're not, you can get the ball around.
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
That's been my main thing as we've gone over the years and stuff, and I really need to go get measured for my club just because of how tall I am. But I have seen incremental growth. Yeah. Like the driver is probably my strongest part of my whole game. I'm a very smooth tempo swing. I'm not trying to murder a ball. Yeah. Probably about 230, 250. That's comfortable, cool. Comfortable range. Now the part that I get in trouble with for some reason, some days it's on fire and other days it's not, is my iron play, which is the club you have in your hand most of the time anyways. Yeah. It's probably more the longer irons for me is where I get lost in it.
You probably just and simple, you probably hit your driver more than you hit your long irons. It's probably all it is.
Yeah, just gotta. I've never had a lesson. I've never had an actual person look at me, show me a little bit of things. I have my buddies who've been playing for a while, and they think they can show me stuff. I'm like, it's a little different, but it's still it's something fun, and I find it challenging. And that's the part where you're never gonna be perfect at golf
at all.
So it's a continued. Like going after it. I'm trying to think of a pursuit, I guess is the word I'm more looking for. Yeah. So if you don't mind me asking, what's your kind of normal handicap? Are you almost scratch? Are you scratch?
Yeah. So I'm like a +2 or 3.
Nice.
Yeah. So
that's crazy, man. We went and did a 4-man scramble at Equal Harbor, and we shot 2 over, and we thought we were the thing.
That was the best.
It's fun, bro. I'm so happy you guys are playing it, especially you. You got into it, and you guys found something to connect with. Golf really is. It's a hidden gem. It's becoming way more popular now.
Very
which
popular.
Is cool. But I'm happy you guys found it.
I appreciate it, man. It's just a fun sport and something I get to, enjoy with my wife and my good friends and get outside. A lot of people nowadays are on their phones and not doing stuff. It's something where I can literally throw my phone in the cart and I'm not worried about that thing for 4 hours and just having fun. Yeah. And we've been making golf content a little bit too. We're starting to, we posted our first golf video of like playing a par 3 with us over at Hidden Hills.
Okay.
That really big par 3 that has that weird slant to it and the
straight uphill.
Yeah.
I know it. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't watch it.
It's a funny video. All of it, I hit one in the water. She hit one, and I zoom in. You see it just hit the mud. But
it was like a dart straight to the mud.
But it's just fun, because we don't try to take everything too seriously. Like I'm not one of those people who will get like pissed off at golf. That's just not me personally.
That's my least favorite golfer to play with.
Yes, the people are throwing clubs.
Oh my gosh,
I get upset, but then I just have a couple drinks, calm down.
Yeah, hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, and funny enough, so my cousin, he started playing around like 4 or so.
Okay.
Had a full ride scholarship to
Georgetown.
Yeah. And so my uncle, like he's retired, he's always golfing and I would go visit him during summers and he would like take us mini putt and like he has a putting green, like one of the lines in his basement. He was like showing me how to putt, but I never really considered going out to an actual course at that time. So
but it's just one of those things you discover, and if you like it, that's why like I can grab you a thing of clubs for Christmas, and I was more like, if you like it, more than happy to. If you don't, I didn't spend $10,000 on your golf clubs, but it's something that you could always get into in the future or whatever it is. But it's also just a fun game that you can go and play with your friends. Business wise, I've gone and worked with business deals for it. Or funny enough, one of my old bosses took me out on the golf course before he hired me. to kind of like see.
It's a character thing, man. You get to learn a lot about a person. And like
do they cheat? Do they follow the rules? Are they kicking the ball out of the woods? You know.
Or even, do I even like being around this person for 4 hours? That's the biggest
workday is going to be 8.
Yes.
That's a good point. So I did have some more questions about Fun on the Fairway.
Okay.
So obviously, explain to me the whole event, right? Because I see obviously there's learning golf, there's other vendors there, music, all that kind of stuff. So what should someone expect going to your golf event?
Okay, so Fun on the Fairway, I like to think of it as a cookout on the golf course.
Oh, okay.
So you got a nice family vibe. I want you to think that at the end of this, of course you're gonna make relationships and business, whatever the case. But I want you to feel like you're my cousin. Like, hey, bro, we're locked in. So that's we're gonna have food trucks, DJs. We had a wine bar, a charcuterie bar out there. Of course, we have golf lessons. So I got a lot of my friends that I kind of grew up with throughout my life come out, volunteer their time. So I have anywhere from 10 to 15 PGA pro golfers. What is it? Not necessarily not like a Tiger Woods pro golfer, but people that work in a pro shop.
Yeah, the local pros.
Local pros. So
we
got people that are certified to teach golf. They give you golf lessons. So that's phenomenal. And we just provide a nice environment. Got a DJ if you want to just hang out, sit around. We're here for you, so
I like it.
Yeah.
Is this something that people have to buy a ticket for? RSVP?
So it is a ticketed event. I would love to make it free, but most golf courses want to charge.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Yeah, I got to cover the venue and stuff like that, and just having vendors come out. So we have food trucks, having that service. It costs. It costs to breathe nowadays, you know.
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
Just being honest.
It's understandable, and at the end of the day, if it's not, as long as it's not $450, you know, it's accessible to the normal person.
As of now, tickets are $45.
Deal.
So
that's
Can't
not bad.
get any better.
I think a golf lesson starts off at like the cheapest golf lesson is probably like $70 an hour. So we're providing so much value.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And do you do different venues, like different courses each time?
The first one we did was Blue Sky.
Oh, nice.
But we more people came than I calculated for. So I've obviously been to Blue Sky before,
yes,
right? Okay.
Yes.
So we filled up that parking lot. There's a parking lot at the very front. It's on the street.
Yes.
Filled that parking lot. Filled all the way to it on the side where it's grass. Filled that. It was people walk like half a mile to come to it. So
wow.
Yeah. So from that, we had 200 people come. So
that's a good turnout.
That was going to be my next question. Is like with it being ticketed, is there like a limit?
Yeah. So this one, we're at UNF. Much bigger venue, and we're also going to have some valet parking service.
There you go.
Yeah, so you got to learn as you go. So
I was going to say UNS parking lot. The one right in front of it.
That thing's gone
in like 2 seconds. No, because I've seen your videos and everything with like ET and everything I was like, I recognize that place. And I was like, is that UNF? I'm like,
it is UNF.
And they've done a lot of work for me. I haven't been there in probably about 6 months to a year, but it looks like they've added they've changed everything up. I've seen them take trees down and kind of change up the course style.
Yeah, so we will not be on the course. They have changed it though. I did play it. It's a par 3 course now.
Exactly.
It's really nice. But it's really just a big golf clinic. So we're going to be on the driving range teaching full swing. We're going to be on the chipping and putting green teaching chipping and putting. And then that whole patio area, we're just going to transform it. So we got a DJ out there. We got live performances.
Nice.
We're going to have a jazz band as well as I shouldn't even be giving all the secrets. You just got to come. But
there's going to be plenty.
There's going to be plenty. The food trucks and just kind of like the multiple bars throughout. Just really also, bro, we're going to have Ale House there. I will say that.
Hey.
So they're going to be giving out zingers. I think that's pretty cool.
That's sick. Yeah.
So
everyone loves a zinger.
I'm telling you.
Got to come out there and before we set up the podcast and everything, we got to come out there and come have a conversation with some people.
Pull up, yes.
Be more than happy to, man. We got the little DJI mics now, the little lapels and everything.
Yeah, I expect you guys to be there. Connor, I was talking to Connor about doing a podcast. I was talking to you about
That's right.
Connor about doing a podcast. So I think collabing would be fire, bro.
Always down, man.
Yeah.
We're nothing without collaboration. This podcast wouldn't be anything
At all. That's in life, bro.
Yep.
You have to work with people because you can get there so much faster.
Yeah.
And do something way bigger.
Yeah, and you guys have started your own podcast as well.
We are the Back T,
which, by the way, awesome name. Love the logo as well.
Yeah.
The logo's sick. I like the T as in place of the guy swinging. I was like, that's sick right there.
It is, man.
And you guys have a professional setup. Shout out to Connor from Happy Hour Sports, by the way.
Yeah, without Connor, this would not be possible. We appreciate you.
He's a good dude, and like he kind of popped up out of nowhere. I saw them kind of pop up, and it's been cool seeing him collaborating. And we're doing some deals behind the scenes on things, and
just the grind.
Yeah, dude. And they're trying to build basically instead of Barstool Sports, it's gonna be Happy Hour Sports here. Yeah. And I like the vision that he has going on.
It's coming. I love it. Like I said, I met him kind of how I met you guys, just through the internet, man.
Yeah.
It's a crazy place, man. I could not imagine the world without the internet, man.
That's how, to be honest with you, man, like people always ask, like, how do you get your guests? Because we do one a week. So we do 4 a month, and that's a new guest, or sometimes it's just me and her. And we've sat down with almost 200 people, man. It's just going through and just finding different businesses or walking around, even stuff whenever I'm working. I'll give people a sticker or a card and be like, hey, if you're ever interested, always down.
I like it.
It's just the networking side is fun. And at the end of the day, I want to know my community more. I was born and raised here, and whenever I say this 1,000 times, I'm sure people are already rolling their eyes, but like when I was growing up here personally, I wasn't the biggest fan of Jacksonville.
I don't think anyone, if you're from here, born and raised, no, I didn't like Jacksonville.
Okay, so I'm not the only one.
Not the only one. Okay. It took me to move and be away from the city for me to be like, wow, I actually miss home.
Yeah.
Because this is a place like no other. We have a beach and a river, bro.
Exactly.
I was in Atlanta for 4 years. I missed the beach so much. Like when I lived here as a kid, I rarely went to the beach.
Same.
But when I'm going, I'm like, dang, I need to see water, bro.
Yeah.
So
just be around. And then the cool thing about Jackson is it's a melting pot. There's a million different kinds of people here, which I find amazing because you'll go to different pockets. We actually have one of the highest Filipino populations in the United States, if not the highest.
My cousins are actually Filipino.
Oh, really?
So I grew up eating a bunch of lumpia.
Lumpia is the stuff.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Fat Boy Fried Rice?
They actually came to they were one of the main vendors for the last event, man.
I went to high school with them.
Those are my boys, bro.
Yeah, good people,
great
man.
Great people.
And they're growing. They just did a really big thing the other day where they were giving back to the community. They had, made some amount of money, and they're like, you know what? We've hit this number. It's time to give back to everybody. They gave out free meals to like homeless people and donated a bunch of stuff. They're just great dudes.
They're good people, bro. They did our event. That was the first. They never do events.
Exactly.
Right?
That's what I'll say.
By them doing our event, that was just major love. But then, too, they had a great time. And I had a great time as well, just kind of seeing it all. But great people, bro.
This is my favorite part of the show is just seeing the growth of people, right?
Yeah.
Like whenever we sit down with some people just disappear. You never see them again. They got their, whether it's 5 minutes of fame and then they kind of just burnt out. Or you see these people who started here, they talked about their plan and what they want to do in the future, and they actually do it. Yeah. Even though I may not be able to message everybody at the same time, it makes me excited to see people who are putting their dream into reality because there's a lot of people who like to talk, but the people who actually do it, I respect that so much more than anything else.
For sure. We got to get them on the show, bro.
They have been on the show.
They have. Fire.
They were on last year, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, great dudes. And it was funny that they walked in. I was like, I've seen you before. I was like, did you go to Sandwood? They're like, yeah. I was like, all right. So we did go to school. It's like I said, it's cool to see people that you rub shoulders with, didn't even know it, and they're going out there and making a difference in the world. Yeah, and bro. Also, they have like 4 or 5 trucks now. They're growing. It's just like, fuck yeah, man, let's get it going.
And not only that, bro, you love to see good people win.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing, man. So super proud of them, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm proud of you guys. This is
appreciate
cool.
it, man. Like I said, the biggest compliment that you guys give to us is when people come and do on the show and they walk around this corner. I know there's a dead Christmas tree. Don't worry about that. That's just us being lazy. But that's in the background. But the set is like kind of shown us, right, how we have grown. Because right here used to be a glass table. We had no cameras. We had the 2 microphones that me and you were speaking on, this soundboard.
Yeah.
That's it. We used to record off an iPhone, so I could make clips to post on social media.
Yeah.
And people were, generous enough with their time to come sit down with us, like such as yourself. We've sat down with people from like the CEO of JEA, Vic Michelucci, who runs social media for JSO, and like just a mix of people who, I mean, there's a list of people. If I didn't get to you, I apologize. But for people to give us their time for someone they don't even know, I just appreciate it more than anything in the world.
I love that.
Appreciate it.
I love that. I love this.
Yeah, man.
This is amazing, man.
I think the art of conversation has really, with text messages and social media and stuff, people post what gets the clicks is, like if it bleeds, it leads, or if it's negative and all that. And, sometimes we have a little bit more serious conversations with people who maybe have had a little bit of a dark past and brought to light. Yeah. Or there's other ones where we just get to be positive. And I think that's the main thing. Like for me, I get to the point of like sometimes social media gets a little toxic. I just have to put it away because it's not doing anything good for me.
1,000%.
And then me personally, since I am extroverted, I get charged up by this kind of stuff. So like I was looking forward to this all day. I was getting off work. I was like, yes, let's get this going, man. But it really is an amazing thing, and everything you're doing is amazing, by the way.
Thank you, man.
It's really cool to see the process. So what's the next 5 years look like for you? What is your plan for these next 5 years?
Next 5 years. Okay. I think about this all the time, so I'm more than happy to share it with you guys.
Because that's the way I think. I'm a 5-year increments kind of person.
Next 5 years, definitely having a couple Live Healthy offices. So that's the name of my chiropractic brand. So definitely having some Live Healthy offices throughout Jacksonville. I'm playing in my first pro event of the year. I'm playing in Louisiana in probably like 5 months from now. So I'm preparing for that. I would like to, in the next 5 years, probably open up the schedule a little bit more. I want to plan probably 4 or 5 events through the year, and just see where it takes me, man.
Yeah,
just really get back out there on the circuit, and more importantly, just be able to really interact with as many people as possible. I would love to grow Fun on the Fairway to. It's not even about necessarily the business side of it, but I just want as many people as possible to play golf.
Yeah.
That's kind of just the goal, man.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's a perfect way of doing it. And like I said, promoting positivity, bringing people together. That's what we need in this world, man.
No, exactly.
There's enough stuff you see on the news of people trying to divide each other for multiple different reasons when you can just take a step back, look at each other. We're all people trying to make it in this world in one way, shape, or another. So
exactly.
Why not?
What about you guys? What's the goal?
So the next 5 years, so I'll give mine and I'll let you do yours. Personally, between me and her, we want to have our first child. Probably obviously, she wants to have our first child before she's 30. My goal is to progress a little bit more in my trade side, so the HVAC side. I've been very lucky with my company. I worked at another company before this that would just run me ragged, 14, 15-hour days, 7 days a week. Yeah. And it was just... Their sales tactics were rough, and I was about to get out of the trade, funny enough. And through podcasting, I got a job at where I work now, and they took a chance on me. They took a chance on someone who had, a little bit of idea of what the job was like, how to learn and all that, and they said, we'll take you in. Let's see what you can do. Yeah. And they took a chance, and my company is a trade school as well. So for HVAC, electrical, and plumbing. Yeah. And they have been, for the past 6 months, I've been at work at 6:30 a.m. every morning, and they taught me the trade. And they're still working with me to this day. So I guess my goal is to grow as much as I can in that company and help the company grow as itself. Become a father. That's been a very big goal of mine. That was actually when we first started dating. I kind of gave her, it's probably a little too much up front, but I told her, I was like, hey, I had just gotten out of a really recent relationship with a person I was with for a while, and I was like, these are my goals. I want the white picket fence house. Yeah. I want children. I want to, grow. That's the main thing. I don't like static. Static bothers me. And you can ask her, I'm very much what's next, after I achieve something. And, just be a good father. Learn how to be a good father and not just, do what parents think they should do, but actually be there for your kids, listen, learn, and just be a better person each day. Cool. 1% better.
I love that.
Yeah. What about you?
What about you?
For me, so obviously we're looking for houses right now. That's the first goal. Get a house.
Yep.
Okay. Build out the pod studio, try and give it a whole new look, bigger, better, see what we can do that. Have the kids, at least one starting off. 5 years, Probably have 2 by then.
2? Okay.
In job wise, I mean, I've only been at my current job about 6 months.
Okay.
So I'm thinking in 5 years I could probably work my way up to case manager lead or some kind of, higher position than what I just do right now.
Okay.
I am a little different than him as far as like the what's next, because I love sitting down doing my puzzles, just kind of relaxing after a long day.
Yeah.
But yeah, just kind of see what life holds.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think I'm more like you than I'm always moving, bro. It's a gift and a curse.
It is.
It is. It's a gift and a curse.
I think it's a man thing a lot of times.
It is. I do envy that. Like, you can just sit down and chill. Because if I do for too long, I'm like, bro, I'm wasting time.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
There's always something like for me. She finds it funny. She's a person who can put her head down on the pillow, knock out.
Yeah.
That is not me. I'm sitting there. I have to go to bed an hour early
Yeah.
to let my body rest, start turning off the mind, because that's when I get ideas, funny enough.
Yeah.
When I'm in bed, I'm like, oh, I can do this. What about having this? And then what about this person and all that? And I have to try to shut it down slowly. And but the main thing I do need to work on is enjoying the victories, not holding on to them for 18 years or anything like that, but take the time. You worked hard, you achieved something, respect that, take care of that, and then move on to the next part.
Being present. Yeah. I keep I got a notebook. I keep it by my bed just so if I do wake up in the middle of the night, I can kind of write something
Smart.
out of there. Yeah.
I need to start doing that, to be honest with you.
So,
Little journals. It's a smart thing to do, man. But this has also been an amazing conversation. Like, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. You literally just got off work and came here, so I appreciate
left
that.
the office. The worst. Granted, I love taking care of everyone.
Of course.
But bro, we close at 6 o'clock. We had a patient come in at 5:45, and it takes through all the treatment. You've been to the chiro. Through all the treatment, it probably takes about 40 minutes to do all of that. So I'm sitting there like, bro, come on, man.
You texted me, man. And like I said, there's no problem with that. At the end of the day, you're working. I mean, I probably got here probably about 30 minutes before you got here anyway. So
It worked out.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, we understand. Everybody has life, and you're taking care of what you need to take care of before you get here. So, so every time someone's first time is on the podcast, I do have an ending question for you.
What you got for me?
So I'm actually going to change it up a little bit just because of everything we talked about.
Okay.
But how do you yourself define success?
How do I define success? I think being able to wake up and do whatever I want to do. I don't know if that's very broad, but currently right now, I have to I'm still in a building phase / learning phase, right? We all are. We're still very young.
Of course.
So I'm doing my time, like I'm doing my due diligence. But at some point, I want to be able to just, if I wake up on a Friday, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to hang out with my kids today. Or
there you go.
Just having that autonomy. That's maybe success inside of like a career-wise. But I think to even dumb it down even more, success is just being content with my life, being happy, having good people around me.
And you say you have kids?
No kids.
Oh, okay.
I'm
That's the
fugitive.
goal.
Pardon me. Sorry.
Kids,
Just wanted to make sure I wasn't thrown off there. Okay.
Yeah. So, just being content with life, man.
I like it, man.
Be your own boss.
Exactly.
To be honest with you, that's what everybody should strive for in this day and age where it's possible.
It is. And honestly, no one's ever going to pay you what you're worth. That's not to say you can find a job that pays you very well. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think my profession, you definitely need to, definitely got to have your own. Just being honest with you.
I think it's a smart thing. And I would rather answer to me than have to answer to someone or ask for days off when if you are your own owner, you can do your own thing and take the time off because we all need it nowadays.
I think, honestly, believe it or not, if you do have your own business, you honestly work a little bit more.
100%
you're never off at that point.
Yeah.
But it's still cool I'm very big on just the process of things. So I love to just kind of how we were talking about the podcast, from where you first started and then you go through it and then you look up and it's like, now we got a backdrop, we got mics. I love that. Even with Fun on the Fairway, like I love to see where we started to where we are now, right? I started Fun on the Fairway in Atlanta.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I used to do very small events, like groups of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did like a mom's group.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was like a mom's networking group of like 10 women. That was my first Fun on the Fairway. So just starting from that and seeing where we did something with 200 people, right? It's like, okay.
It's amazing.
So yeah, I just love the process of things.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
And I did just think of one more question, just since it seems like you're very introspective in everything that you got going on. Is there one piece of advice that you wish you could give your younger self, say 5 years old, 6 years old, or maybe even high school? What would be that piece of advice?
You know, it's funny. I ask older people this all the time. I'll be like, if you had to go back to 27, what would you tell yourself? Because I'm 27 now. One piece of advice, my 5-year-old self.
Younger self,
whichever age.
Younger self. Yeah.
I was about to say 5. Like, hey, man.
That's a hard one.
Hey, just enjoy life, bro.
Yeah.
But younger self will say maybe like 18, just getting into the world. Everything you're doing is the right thing. I think I know just kind of as we grow up, you're kind of like pushing yourself to do things, but you may second guess like, dang, is this really right? Or am I doing it? Bro, take a chill pill. Everything is great, man. Enjoy your life. Continue to work hard at everything, but just really step back and enjoy the roses, man. Like, that's probably it.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, I think we're all a little hard on ourselves sometimes.
Very much so.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with having that drive.
No, at all.
And no, I'm not saying you said that at all. But as you are saying, man, like if you look at yourself in the mirror, you're probably going to say worse things than anybody else in the world will ever say to you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry to take it this way. All right, we're going to tangent a little bit. So I was blessed enough to, in chiropractic school, I would go on mission trips. Right?
Oh.
So I've been to Haiti 4 times.
Really?
Yes. All with my last trip, I went probably 3-4 months ago, right before I graduated.
Okay.
So what we do, we land in DR because Haiti's borders closed, or it was at some point. So we land in DR, rent. It would be like maybe 30 to 40 chiropractors. We'd rent trucks or a bus, and we'd drive to the border. It's like a 4-hour drive from the airport or where we landed, and we'd stay on the DR side. It's a small town. It's called Dahabon.
Okay.
We'd stay there, and it's literally a 5-minute walk from the villas we stayed in. You walk over a bridge, and then you're in Haiti. You're in a park called Quatamint, right? So just being over there, and the people there are phenomenal in both towns. But, of course, opportunity isn't the same, right? Some of the stuff you see on TV and the media is true. Like, it is very impoverished, but it's not as dangerous as they show. Some of the stuff is a little escalated. But, man, just being over there puts life into perspective. Like, man, we really are so blessed, like, to the highest standard. So us being so hard on ourselves is really not needed. When you have a kid that's our age, his only wish is to be able to have a job, or to be like, bro, when I tell you the economy is so bad over there, there's no job, there's nothing over there.
Nothing, yeah.
So just to be able to be over here, to have the freedom to, after this, I was thinking, dang, what do I want to eat?
Yeah.
I might go to Chipotle. Just something like that. So simple, bro.
Exactly.
It's not there. So I think really just coming into it and being like, man, I'm incredibly blessed. Yeah.
I think that's a beautiful way to end it right there, man.
Cool.
Oh, dude, like I said, thank you so much again for your time today. We look forward to seeing your continued success. Cool. And like you said, man, it's an open door. Let's make it a yearly thing if that's all right.
Let's do it.
And we'll definitely come out to an event. We'll come out and, talk to some people, make some content, and just come out and show support, man. We want to be involved as much as possible.
Let's do it, baby.
Of course, man. We'll have to go out and get around. I might embarrass myself.
Let's play. No.
I'm down.
Yeah, we'll play.
Be more than happy to.
Cool.
But before I let you go today, please let everybody know where they can check you out, if they want to come to your event, where they can get tickets to it, all that good stuff.
Guys, please go to Fun on the Fairway on Instagram. You can also go to funonthefairway.org online. You can find tickets. We do golf classes. We have golf training aids, yada, yada, yada. More importantly, just come play. Come kick it with us, man. Even if you don't play golf, we'll teach you how to play. Even if you don't want to learn, just meet people.
That's right.
It's a community event, right? Come meet people that live by you. I think that's the biggest thing.
I like it.
Yeah.
And say for your medical side, if they wanted to get involved with you, how would they get involved with you on that side of things?
Amazing. Follow me on Instagram at It's Prince Samuel. then you can go to Live Healthy. I have another page that's in my bio. It's called Live Healthy Jacks. We also have livehealthy.com, livehealthyjacks.com. I apologize. Or you can just shoot me a DM, schedule an appointment. I am at McGowan Spine and Rehabilitation Center right now. We're off of Main Street, so right in the heart of the city, Springfield area. So,
All right.
yeah.
I like it. Y'all, everything that he just described right here will be linked in the description below. So make sure you guys click. It will go straight to whatever you're looking for on that side of things. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to DM me. I'd be more than happy to send it to Prince's Way. Pardon me. I just said your middle name there. My bad.
Cool, bro.
To Prince. And as well, y'all, make sure you guys are showing support. If you guys found out about him and Fun on the Fairway and everything from the Who Are You, comment Who Are You under one of his posts or anything they got going on. We just love when our community is helping support other communities with everybody we speak to. Yeah. So make sure y'all do that. And before we get out of here, y'all, make sure to give us a like, a follow, subscribe on all the social media as well. It's going to be at Who Are You Pod from everything from Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all the normal spots as well. And my man, it was a great time today.
Thank you. Everyone from my page, please follow their podcast as well.
Oh, yeah.
Please do.
Yeah, we're super excited to put this out. So, y'all, Shannon, do you have anything else before we let everybody go?
It was a great time.
Great time. Thank you so much again.
Who are you?
Who are you? And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Peace.